watching this video, you're probably already doing Vacation Bible School or thinking about doing it in the next year. It's not a cut and dried decision. There are many reasons to do it, and there's many ways to do it. There are many ways, probably, as there are churches. So why should you make the investment in a time that's normally quiet, when there's not much going on, in a program that may or may not succeed? Well, I think one of the main reasons is because it's one of the best evangelistic tools that our churches have. It is a way that we can not only reach our own congregations, but we can also reach people everywhere in our community of all ages. It also gives us the chance to spread the love of God, not only in what we say, but in how we act. By living our faith, we let people know that they are truly loved by God. It brings up new leadership roles. Often the people that get involved in Bible schools are not the same people that do the work day in and day out during the school year. We can observe different people, how they react with children and young people, to get an idea of who our future leaders might be. One of the things we've heard lately is how poor our biblical literacy is across the board. By doing this kind of program, we raise that literacy by introducing Bible stories to children, their parents, and the people that interact with them. We can let people know that Bible stories do have something to say about the way that we live life every day, and they are simply stories about people like us. And finally, we do Bible school because it is just a lot of fun. It is a time we don't have to be quite so strict with what we do. If we run out of time, we can actually extend a moment that's because something is working. So I think if you do nothing else, having fun is worth a Vacation Bible School program. So where do we begin? Well, one of the best places to begin is to start a leadership team. One person should not try to do a Vacation Bible School program by themselves. Who's going to be on this team? Well, keep it small enough so that you can schedule meetings regularly and not have to worry about juggling too much. So probably you might want to recruit a couple of Sunday school teachers who know the congregation and its children, who have experience in the church. You're probably going to need first a coordinator who can work with these people that has some knowledge of the church, not only in what the church is like, but also where things are. Who do I call? Where's the maintenance? What if a bathroom starts to leak? What can I do? That person can either be a paid professional on the staff or a volunteer, but somebody who knows the church well. After you get your two teachers, you probably want somebody that has an understanding of music. And as important as all these people are probably some youth representatives. Too often we plan in the back of our minds to use young people without getting their input from the very beginning. I think some of our best volunteers are middle school youth, but we need to include probably a middle school youth and a high school youth on that planning team. Not only are they creative, they also remember what works in Bible school and what doesn't. The next thing that we need to do is figure out, how does Bible school fit into your church's mission? Do you know what your mission statement is? Do you have a formal statement, or can your clergy person help you with an informal idea? Vacation Bible School needs to be part of a whole, not in and of itself. It needs to be something that furthers the mission of your church. What is the ethos of your church? Now that's a big word, not actually in number of letters, but in understanding. But all it means is identity. What is the identity that's unique to your church? My church has the identity of being very active in missions in the world and in the community. I talked to another church, and their identity was to be the historical church down the road on top of the hill. But how do we turn that identity that people already have about our churches into what we want to offer in Vacation Bible School? We need to know what that identity is to be able to do that. And then finally, we need to set some realistic goals. We need to decide what we want to happen, not what we're going to do, but what we want to happen to those people who come to Bible school, whether they're leaders or children. For example, we want the participants to know that the Bible is filled with stories about people just like them. Or we want the youth involved to uncover a skill, a leadership skill they didn't know they had. When we put all these things together, we have the beginning to go to the next step for creating a good Bible school for our church.